Hey guys, this is Rich. Hey, I thought I said that my last regression was going to be the last one, but I wanted to do one example from a delta math. This one is we're going to run a regression. We're going to come up with an equation. Now, this one they want us to use the equation to make a prediction, and all they're basically saying is once you come up with the equation, they're going to tell us what the input is or the x value, and they want us to plug that into our equation and predict what the y value is going to be. That's all we're doing. So that's all this is saying. So let me read it and then let's go. It says the annual profits for a company are given in the following table, where X represents the number of years since 2003 and Y represents the profit in thousands of dollars. So it says write the linear regression equation that represents this set of data, rounding all of the coefficients to the nearest tenth. Now they want us to round it to the nearest tenth. Now they say, and once you have this equation, use it and find the projected profit, which is the Y value for the year 2013. So, and they want us to round that to the nearest thousands of dollars. Okay, so let me go back through it. They want us to enter this data. They want us to run a regression. They want us to round the coefficients of the equation to the tens place. Now, this is different from what we've been doing before. Everything else has been to the hundreds. And then it says they want us to use our equation and project what the profit would be if we were to put in the year 2013. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you guys everything you need to do for this. And so let's go. So first things first, we got to get to the calculator because that's what we need here. Now, I've already entered the data, and just like I said in the last video, make sure you enter the data properly. So double check it. I know a lot of you guys, you're rushing. Make sure you enter the data properly. And then once that's done, the rest is it's up to the calculator. So now I'm going to go here, data and statistics. This is going to be the X. Over here is the Y axis. Now this doesn't look so linear, but again, they want us to run a linear regression. So it's going to be menu 461. Now, this is the equation, but this is rounded to the hundredths place. They want us to round it to the tenths place. Now, so watch what I do. Now, once you've run the regression, you can always change the rounding. So the easiest way to do it, actually, you can just use these numbers and round it. But I'm going to show you how to let the calculator help you. So I'm going to go menu. I'm going to go to the settings. And then right now it says fix 2. So that means round it to the second decimal place. We want to change this to fix 1 because we want to round it to the tenths place. Remember, 10 has 1 0. So that means we should have 1 decimal when we're done. So fix 1 will do that. When I press enter, it'll round it for us. So here is my equation. So my equation is y equals 20x, or y equals 20.3x plus 146.0. So now what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to go and I'm going to enter that equation. Let's get rid of this. So I'm going to enter that equation. It's going to be y equals, and what did we say it was? Let me move this over. So that's going to be y equals 20.3x, and then it's going to be plus 146.0. So, yep. Now, what we got to do now that we have in our equation is we're going to use this equation and come up with the output. So they told us the input is the year 2013. Now, since our table started at 2003, all we have to do is go 2013 minus 2003. So that means in year 10, they want to know basically how much profit is the company expected to make. So watch what I do now. So now, since I've got this, I'm just going to go menu. I'm going to go analyze, and you see this plot function. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to graph it. And I am going to 146.0, press enter. So now I've put this, I made this into a function. So now I can go graph it. So I'm going to go here and notice it starts at F2, which means there's something in F1, which is my equation. I'm going to put that 0 back. It doesn't matter, but All right, so here is it's a line, it's a linear regression. That doesn't matter. What we care about now is we want the year 10. So there's two ways we can do it. We could go to the table, Control T, and we can go to year 10. And it says 349. Let's go and see what the decimals would be. All right. Now, the other way that we can do it, I'm going to get rid of this, Control T again. I'm just going to type, I'm going to do menu 51, and then I'm going to put in the year that they gave us. It was year 10, so it tells me it would be 349. So I gotta double check this. Let me go look at something, settings. Yeah, so it's 349. That's what it says. It's going to be $349,000. That's how much they should expect. So if I come back over here, let's go down. It says it's going to be $349,000. So when I submit this, let's see if this is right. It says nice job. All right, so look, everything that we needed is in here. We got the equation that they got. We rounded it to the hundredths place, so we got 349. So basically, we used the equation to make a prediction. So that's the most important thing. Like once you come up with a regression and you understand the correlation coefficient, the best thing or the most important thing is, all right, let's use this regression and see if we can predict what's going to happen in the future, right? So that's basically what we're doing here. So there's a couple of questions where you've got to use the regression equation and make predictions. They're going to give you the X and they want you to go find the Y. Sometimes, rarely, they will give you the Y and they want to find the year that it occurred or the X value. But in most cases, all you're doing is you are trying to find, given the input or the X value, they want you to predict the Y value or the output. All right, that's it. I hope this has been helpful. This is the last video for sure. I'm going to bed. And if you got any questions, come see me, send me an email. If you have any comments, leave a comment. I'll try to answer them as quickly as I can. All right, I am going to stop and post this.